Hi, good day everyone. Today I'm going to talk about boosting your metabolism. I'm going to identify a couple of ways in which you could boost your metabolism, and we're going to stress on a couple of them. So let's begin. Now, if you are gaining weight unnecessarily and you are not sure how to manage it, if for some reason as you age you actually are putting on a lot more weight, then it could be because your metabolism is declining. And by you being able to boost your metabolism will avoid you further weight gain. You'll be able to keep in shape and keep healthy. Now, metabolism is generally the process by which your body converts what you eat and drink into energy. During this complex process, calories in your food and beverages are combined with oxygen to release energy that your body needs to function. So as you get older, more of this is stored up now. It becomes a more inefficient process and more of this is stored up as body fat. So let's talk about how to boost your metabolism. I'm going to stress on about 3 or 4 of them, and then I'm going to call out the rest of them and leave that for you to look into. But the main ones, some core ones, I'm going to call out. The first thing is you could ensure you eat protein in every meal. Now, in a previous video, I would have identified key parts of your meal. I would have stressed on the use of salads, vegetables, also in ensuring that you have some carbohydrates in your diet, and also proteins. But I didn't identify to you why the proteins were so important. Now, proteins, there's something called the thermic effect of foods. They call it TEF. And this is related to whenever you consume food, there's a certain amount of the calories that come out of that meal that needs to be utilized by your body to digest the food, to absorb it, and also to process the nutrients in your meal. So if I consume, say, a meal that has, say, 100 calories, some of that 100 calories is utilized by your body to actually digest, absorb, and process the food. Proteins, they actually have the highest TEF value. It means when you consume proteins, a lot more of that meal, of that protein, is utilized for digestion, absorption, and processing the nutrients than any other category. We have dietary protein requires 20 to 30% of its unused energy to be expended in metabolism. And this is very high compared to carbohydrates, which requires 5 to 10% of the unused energy. And fats, they require 0 to 3% of the unused energy to be expended in metabolism. So if you consume, your meal is mainly fats. Let's say, for instance, your body requires, say, 100 calories to function, and you consume fats, say 130 calories in fats, then there is going to be a surplus, because only from this 130 calories of fats you are consuming, only 0 to 3% is going to be expended on digestion, absorption, and processing the nutrients. So your body will utilize the 100 calories. 3% of that 130 will be expended in metabolism. and the excess will be stored as body fat. Whereas compared to proteins, that same 130, the more, let's say 130 of that 130 calories produced is you're consuming a protein meal, and 130 calories is coming out of that. Your body still needs the 100 calories. So therefore, 20 to 30%, let's say it's dietary protein, 20 to 30% of that will be expanded in metabolism. That might work out to, let's do the calculation, 130 multiplied by, say, 0.3, 39 calories of that 130 calories would have been expended on metabolism, which means 91 calories of that meal remains for your body to utilize, and therefore you would be in a deficit. So which means you're not going to put on weight, but you're going to actually probably be using up your body fats, because you're going to need 9 calories, an extra 9 calories somewhere to make up the 100 calories. So eat proteins in every meal. You have to eat vegetables, carbohydrates, proteins. You make sure and include some sort of protein in every meal, and that's going to help in boosting your metabolism. Second thing is making sure you get a good night's sleep. And a lot of persons do not know how getting a good night's sleep, how important it is to their health. It is very important, and if you lack sleep, it's linked to many things. It increases your risk of obesity, increases the risk of diseases like diabetes. So how does it actually boost your metabolism? As a matter of fact, let's talk about how not getting a good night's sleep, how does it affect you? So if when you are sleep deprived, or you do not have adequate sleep, there are 2 hormones that are produced by your body that communicate with your brain. One is called ghrelin. It's called the hunger hormone. It communicates with your brain, lets your brain know that I am hungry. Your body is hungry. So the more of ghrelin, the more you actually feel hungry. There's another one called leptin. That is the one that actually indicates to your brain that you are full. The more leptin there is, the more you feel full. So when you actually don't get adequate sleep, what happens is there is an imbalance between those 2 hormones. There is more ghrelin being produced, and there is less leptin being produced, and therefore you're going to feel more empty. You're going to feel more hungry, and then as a result you're going to eat more food. So the imbalance of these 2 hormones is what is going to eventually cause you a problem with respect to gaining weight, making you more insulin resistant, therefore resulting in diabetes. So you could boost your metabolism by definitely getting more sleep, making sure that you adequately rest and that you get more sleep. You should generally get between 7 to 9 hours sleep every day. The only exception is newborns, which should be getting about 14 hours sleep per day. But adults and even young children should get between 7 to 9 hours. So that's another thing that could help in boosting your metabolism. Another thing is when you're working out, make sure you keep working out and put on some body, some lean, some muscles. Put on some muscles. And the reason being is muscles are more metabolically active than fat. And as a result, building more muscle can increase your metabolism and help you burn more calories each day, even if you're resting, compared to if your body is more contents of your body is more fat. There's more body fat than protein. The more muscles you actually have, and compared to body fat, the more it's going to actually assist your metabolism situation in boosting your metabolism. Another one is eating spicy foods, and we all know peppers contain capsaicin, and that compound has been known based on research to boost your metabolism. So try to actually include some more spicy meals, some more peppers in your meals, hot peppers, pimento peppers. Don't put too much, but use as much as you could afford to use. But try to include it. Just like proteins, try to include peppers and spicy elements in your meals. I'm going to call out a couple more. So I'm going to go into them. Drinking more water. That's going to help boost your metabolism. High intensity workouts. Drinking green tea. Drinking coffee. These things also assist in boosting your metabolism. So, those are a number of things that you could use to boost your metabolism. As you get older, it starts to affect you. I've seen a lot of persons just as they cross 30, put on a lot of weight. As they go towards 40, they put on a lot more weight. Their hands get bigger, their body gets bigger, and they put on a lot of body fat, and they are confused as to why it's happening. You need to boost your metabolism. Find a way to do it, and it's something that you have to continuously be doing. So I hope this was beneficial to you all. I hope it helps your life. Start working towards boosting your metabolism, and I'll see you all in the next episode.